YouTube, how's it going? I'm back with some more NFL draft grades. This video is covering the NFC South. We're covering each division till we get a winner from each division, but then putting those teams together, see who the winner of the draft was, in my opinion. So let's get in the NFC South teams. Starting with the Atlanta Falcons. My best pick for them was Isaiah Oliver, corner from Colorado. Some thought would be late first round. I was more comfortable early second, but they get him late second. So I like him on the Falcons. Thought they need another corner. So good pick there. Worst pick was the Yale linebacker from. Didn't have a grade on him. They get him in round 6. No big deal was their last pick, but I thought he could fall under the category worst pick because I didn't have a grade on him if they went round 7. Maybe he wouldn't have fell here. Sleeper pick is Deadrian Sanat. Right before the draft started, another guy I moved up the boards. Really liked his play from the D tackle position. I think he'll fit right in for them. He can actually make an impact early on for the Falcons. So he was definitely a sleeper for me going into the draft. I like him a lot. Let's see if he gets some action there early on this year. But breaking down all the picks, Calvin Ridley in round 1. Maybe I wasn't as high on Ridley as everybody else, but I still thought he was a late first round talent possibly, and then he went to a perfect situation here for the Falcons. He gets to play with Julio Jones. He gets Matt Ryan, the now highest paid player in the NFL, well deserved, won an MVP just 2 years ago. So Ridley's going to be a good ball player. That's just bottom line. He's going to be a good receiver. He's in a good place, so he can make an impact right away. Second round we talked about Oliver. Third round we talked about Sanat. Fourth round, Ito Smith. I thought this was a little early. Good football player. I just thought there was better running backs. A little early for him. Round 6 was the sleeper receiver from LSU, Russell Gage. Good returner, and could be a sleeper to play early on in his career at receiver. So the grade for the Atlanta Falcons is going to be a B+. Didn't really get tremendous value anywhere, even though I like the Oliver pick. I liked Ridley, like Sanat. Wasn't tremendous value. But it was good. They were good picks. But then what keeps them away from the A, maybe Ito Smith being a little early, and then Foy Olukun from Yale, maybe a little early. So it brings them down to a B+. Still good draft there, obviously, with a B+. So we'll keep on moving on through the NFC South here, and we're going to talk about the New Orleans Saints. Why not? Best pick is Tre'Quan Smith for me. Reminds me of Michael Thomas. Not as good, obviously, but I think he can make a good impact. Thought they need another receiver to go along with Michael Thomas, so Tre'Quan Smith, solid pick. Worst pick, Rick Leonard. I thought was a 7th round undrafted guy. They get him in the 4th, so it's a bit of a reach, I'd say. Sleeper pick will be Will Clapp, though, another lineman that I thought would go earlier than that, the LSU center/guard. So good value there in the 7th. Break down all these picks. Marcus Davenport, I like. Could be a good pass rusher down the road. I think maybe a guy that people viewed as a little raw at first, needs some developing, but could be good early on. They saw maybe a few picks too early, but then they did trade up, give away a future first for him. I thought it was a little surprising. So I don't hate it, but I don't love it. We talked about Tre'Quan Smith. Solid pick. I thought he would go around round 3 or 4. They get him late round 3, and I thought he was a good fit, so I like the pick. Talked about Rick Leonard way too early. Detrell Jamerson, we thought was a 6th round guy. They do get him late 5th, so no big deal. Cameron Moore, I thought was a 7th round guy. They get him 6th round. The corner from Boston College. Boston Scott, the small running back from Louisiana Tech, didn't think he was going to get drafted. I thought there was better running backs there. But you could argue they know their running backs. They get him around 6. Round 7 I did like. So I did think that they had some reaches. No tremendous value anywhere. I think they won the draft last year, but you could have made that case before the season start because they got quite a few guys that had first round grades in between 3 rounds, so it was pretty obvious that they had a chance to be the winner of the draft after the season last year. This year, I don't feel that way about them this year. Didn't love their draft. I gave them a C. Some reaches, some solid picks, guys that can play, but again, the reaches bring me down to a C here for them. But they drafted insanely well last year. Hopefully we see those guys take a step up. But let's go on to the next team here. We're going to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Best pick, I went with Ronald Jones. Thought was a first-round running back, but I thought it was realistic he can go round 2. They get him early round 2. He should be their starting running back. Maybe a dark horse for Rookie of the Year. We will see. Worst pick, none. Thought they did a good job. No reaches. Sleeper pick going to be Jordan Whitehead. I thought them getting he went round 4. I thought that's where he would go, but I think why he's a sleeper is I think he can make an instant impact. He could possibly start right away. Maybe him and Justin Evans. We will see. But he's an excellent athlete, Whitehead. So good pick there. Let's break down all these picks. Vita Vea, I thought that was his range. I was surprised they didn't go Derwin James, but it's okay because Vita Vea is a good football player. Ronald Jones talked about him. In the second round, they get a pair of corners, MJ Stewart and Carlton Davis. Weird how Carlton Davis was the later one. I thought Carlton Davis was an excellent pick. Physical corner, like him a lot. MJ Stewart I thought was more early third. They get him somewhat late second, so it's okay. Physical corner, good impress. They got two good physical corners there. So we see what they want to do. Alex Kappa in the third. Maybe a little early, but he was a sleeper. Definite riser. They like Ali Marpet, so I can see why they like Kappa. We talk about Whitehead in the fourth. Justin Watson was another sleeper from Penn, the receiver in the fifth. Maybe a little bit early, but close enough. He's got a lot of upside. Jack Sitchie in the sixth, I thought was a good pick. I thought he would go fifth round, so solid pick in the sixth there. So what kind of grade are we gonna give the Bucks here? I gave him an A. Solid draft. Got some playmakers right away. No tremendous value anywhere. Maybe Carlton Davis and Jack Sitchie. Pretty good value, but A, overall good draft, obviously, is what I think of them. So good job. We're on to the Panthers. Do the Panthers beat the Bucks? We will see. Best pick, DJ Moore. Thought it was a fit. Thought they needed him. So good pick there. He's going to make an instant impact. Worst pick, none. Thought they did a good job. Sleeper pick would be Marquise Haynes. I thought they needed an edge rush for the future. I was happy to see him go to this type of defense. I like Haynes' upside a lot. He's a playmaker, maybe undersized if he's playing that DN position. Maybe needs to work on his run game a little more, but playmaker, get in the backfield, get a sack, force a fumble, good player. We talked about DJ Moore. Second round pick, Dante Jackson. That's where I thought he would go. Good pick. He's going to play right away because they needed secondary guys. They get another one in Rashawn Golden in the third round. Is he going to play slot? Is he going to play safety? I think they plan for him to play safety, so I like him there. I just did not like him. I didn't hate him, but I didn't like him a lot in at outside corner. So whether he's playing safety or slot, I'm good with it. Fourth round, Ian Thomas. They thought they needed another tight end. This is where we thought he would go. We talked about Marquise Haynes in the fourth. Jermaine Carter in the fifth. Maybe a little bit early. They did get him late fifth. Kind of a sleeper guy going into the draft for me. Round 7, Andre Smith, I thought could have been a fifth rounder even, so they get good value with Andre Smith, the inside linebacker from North Carolina. Kendrick Norton, another guy I thought could have been fifth, sixth, the D tackle from Miami, coming from that great Miami D line. They get him all the way down to 7th, so good value there. So the Panthers did a good job. Some good values here and there at the end. Other spots are kind of expected where we thought the guys would go, but they're impact guys, good fits for the Panthers. So I gave them an A. So we have a tie between the Bucks and the Panthers. A couple tiebreakers from each division, or some of these divisions that I did already. It's hard to split them up. I have to find something to give the edge to somebody. And what I saw here is that the Bucks got Vita Vea, Ronald Jones, and Carlton Davis on my board are instant impact guys that can start right away, and the Bucks did pick a lot earlier than the Panthers, so you expect it. So I gave the edge to the Bucks here, winning division. Very close to having an A+ for me. Very, very close. Same with the Panthers. They're right there. They did a hell of a job, but I think Bucks really should get the edge over the Panthers because where they picked, and I think they do so because they get instant impact guys. Again, Ronald Jones, I'd look out for him to compete with the other rookie running backs for that rushing title. Maybe not out of all the running backs, but I think he has a chance. Good speed. He knows how to hit the hole, catch the ball in the backfield. So I look out for him. I like what the Bucks did. Liked what a lot of these teams did. So the Bucks win the division. We're going to keep on going division by division until we get the winners, put them together. We're going to find out who the big winner, my big winner of the draft was. So thanks for watching. Our goal is 10K subscribers by the season. It's a big mountain to climb, but we've been growing a lot from last year to this year. It's been ridiculous thanks to you guys. So we're going to be able to continue to do this, continue to grow, bring you better content because of you guys. Hopefully we can keep growing here. But that'll do it for this one. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Goodbye.